fellow cinephiles, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reel's movie review. Today is Classic Movie Thursdays, my version of Throwback Thursdays. And today's classic movie I will be reviewing for you is Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times from 1936. Modern Times is about the tramp, played by Charlie Chaplin. He is working in a factory and all day he just sits there and he screws things, not really screws, I guess he wrenches things, these nuts and bolts, and he's in an assembly line, and he does that all day long, that when he stops for a break he's sitting there, he's twitching, he's going like this, and the factory is very inhuman that he works in. It's just all mechanics, all industrialized, just keeps going and going and going. Nobody really cares about them. The boss wants to up production, and by not even the end of the day, by the second part of his shift, the poor tramp just goes absolutely out of his mind, and he's put into a hospital to recuperate. The poor guy is out of the hospital and all he just wants to do is to go out and get a job. So he's walking down the street and he sees that a construction truck has dropped their red flag, and he's holding it. He's like, wait, you forgot your flag. And there is a communist rally, I guess, that's going down the street, and the police think he's the leader of it because he's holding up the red flag. He had no idea what was even going on behind him, and the poor guy gets thrown into jail for quite some time. In jail, he is the model prisoner. He doesn't do anything wrong. He gets a little bit of cocaine on him somehow from one of the prisoners. You'd have to see it. It's really funny. And he goes a little nuts. But from walking around, because he has no idea what's going on from the cocaine, he actually saves the day. He saves the lives of some cops because there were some other prisoners that were trying to escape, and he gets let out of jail early because of it. And then he goes out into the world again. He tries to find a job. He's got a letter from the sheriff, and he runs into this girl who's just simply called the Gamin, played by Paulette Goddard. And poor girl is all alone now. Her father was killed just trying to stand around and get a job, and her two sisters, her younger sisters, are put into an orphanage. She should have been in one herself, but she manages to get away. The tramp winds up saving the Gamin from having to be thrown in jail. Actually, the tramp wants to be put back in jail because he really liked it. He had a room to himself, he had the newspaper, it was quiet, and he didn't have to work. He didn't have to worry about finding a job or a place to live. But now him and the Gamin are together, and they're really cute and absolutely adorable. They keep trying to get jobs, and their attempts, or the tramp's attempts, just don't work until the very end, when the Gamin actually got a job as a dancer in this restaurant, and she got the tramp a job as a singing waiter, even though they didn't know if he could sing or not, and he does a routine. They managed to get the job and have it be a steady job for them, but the children's services agents, you can say that's what they are, they see the Gamin in the restaurant and they go to take her away, but of course she winds up getting away, and so does the tramp. And their dreams, they wanted a home together and somewhere nice to live with furniture and food. The Gamin feels like all that is gone now because they lost their jobs and they have no prospective jobs. They have nowhere to live, nowhere to go. And the tramp just says, buck up, never say die, we'll get along. And they walk down the road to their future. I absolutely love Modern Times. I believe Modern Times was actually one of my first Charlie Chaplin movies that I ever saw, and I just adored it from the moment it started. Charlie Chaplin is just the genius. I love the way he did social commentary in his comedies, but it wasn't like in-your-face social commentary, it wasn't like just forced down your throat. He was showing the plight of everyone in the country at this time, and it was the Great Depression. Nobody had a job, everybody was starving, everybody just needed money, they needed to get by, and the tramp and the gamin are just trying to get by in life. Her poor father was killed trying to get a job. Charlie Chaplin just had such a way of telling a story, and his message in this movie, buck up, never say die, we'll get along, the whole thing, that quote resonates today. And I really wanted to watch this movie since I haven't watched it in a really long time, but also because I'm struggling to find a job. I'm currently, as of this filming, I am unemployed and it sucks. I have school loans, my parents can't help me, they're in a tough situation. The whole thing just kind of sucks now. And the world is very much mirroring that time in the 30s and modern times. And Charlie Chaplin actually made this as a commentary that machines are replacing man in the workforce and machines in industry are causing issues. It's, still same thing, you hear that all the time, that machines are taking over people's jobs, and everybody's getting laid off in certain places and factories and all that. It's just the way of the world, and his commentary comes through as well. This was like the last silent movie to ever be made. This was made, as I said, in 1936. Silence had all but disappeared, and this was also the tramp's goodbye, the character's goodbye, and the only things that make sound come from technology. Like in the factory, you have the factory owner or the boss. He comes in on these big television screens and he tells somebody, yeah, section number 5, make it go faster. And you hear from the radio and certain other things, and that, I think that's just a very, very interesting commentary on Charlie Chaplin's part, because it's the same thing today. Again, technology is just taking over. I'm talking to you right now through my iPhone. I sit at my computer all day. I had a job that was just sitting at a computer and doing things, and it's incredible the way technology, they thought it was taking over then, and all they had was the factories, cars, a typewriter, a telephone, and just basic, what we see as basic technology. And now today it's just everywhere. You can't put it down. I'm always on my social media, I'm always on my phone, everything. And then these people had it so simple, and yet that was their thought as well. Just the whole movie of Modern Times, the whole story, the whole premise with the tramp and the gamin was just so perfect, because we're all looking for comfort in tough times, when we don't have a job, when we just need somebody there to lift our spirits and to say, yes, that dream can still be realized. I love it. It's something I think we all need to remember and to have in our lives. Modern Times is just wonderful, and if you haven't seen it, please go watch it and just feel better and enjoy this great movie. Enjoy Charlie Chaplin being absolutely hilarious and totally silly in his last go as the tramp, and Paulette Goddard, who was 26 years old at this time, and she was brilliant. I absolutely love her. She's such a feisty woman, and I just love her attitude and everything. And even in the silent movie, you can just feel her feistiness. So that was my review of Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times. If you like this review in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have seen Modern Times, if you really like Charlie Chaplin, if you like Paulette Goddard. Leave those down below. We'll discuss anything about the movie, anything about the actors, whatever you want. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Classic Movie Thursdays and other movie reviews, because that is what I like to do here. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.